Hey everyone, Mark the Window Cleaner here. Welcome to another episode of Tool Talk, the show brought to you by windowcleaningresource.com. Well, today I want to talk to you about Unger's Pure Water Indoor Window Cleaning Kit. Some of you may have heard some talk about this and wanted to know my opinion on it, and as well as some of the functions of it. Well, basically what this kit allows you to do is to turn any of your Unger window cleaning poles, your standard Unger window cleaning poles, into a indoor pure water window cleaning device. And you do this by way of removing the standard Unger pole tip and replacing it with this tip here. And as you can see, it basically turns your standard window cleaning pole into a Euro tip, or quite similar to most Waterfed pole types of tips. And with this tip on and in place, you can put on these pad holders, which are part of the kit. This bottom part here is very, very thick, sturdy plastic, and this other upper part here is aluminum, very lightweight aluminum. There's big, huge piece of Velcro on it, and you can put various pads on this pad holder. And then once the pad is on, you would spray it with your pure water solution, like what you have here, or what I have here in this Unger sprayer on a belt system. And you can basically just spray the pad and put on the end of your pole. And this is very good for areas where you're cleaning windows. Let's say you have to reach over desks. Maybe you're cleaning the inside of offices or whatever. You don't want to be dripping with your strip washer and squeegee, so you can just spray a little bit on your pad and go over the windows. Obviously, this is ideal for regularly maintained windows. Doing windows that haven't been serviced in a year or two might not be such a great idea. However, there might still be situations where you have some very tricky to access windows where you can use a combination of pads. So I'm going to show you all the pads really that you can get with the kit. One of the most basic pads is this micro wipe pad. This is the same, pretty much the same material as you'd find in a low pile microfiber detailing towel from Unger. And this is a very good pad for gripping the glass. It really hugs onto the glass when it's just had a little spray of pure water on it, and helps to remove a lot of debris. Another pad such as this one here, which is, as you can see if you've ever held a Unger microfiber strip washer, it's pretty much the same material. It's a lot fluffier, slides a lot easier on the glass, doesn't hug the glass, but again, a good pad for washing. And then lastly, we've got the white scrubber pad. And like I said, they all just stick on with this Velcro here. So if you ever need a little extra help here, you can always put the white pad on there. Maybe start off with the fluffy pad, get the window wet, get most of the debris off, but if you still see some stuff that's stuck, you can use something like this. Before I continue on with this review, I want to actually rewind the calendar a little bit. A couple months ago, because I actually shot a video of my first impression, talking about the first impression of using this system. So I just basically want you to get a feel for where I started off at. Okay, so I just finished up doing an interior window cleaning job. I do this office complex about once a month. It's all pretty much ground level work, but the interiors, I do them once a month too, and they really shouldn't be that dirty. I decided I'd do a test and do half the windows, which is about 15 windows, with the Unger indoor pure water window cleaning kit, and do the other half regular with just strip washer and squeegee the way I normally do it. And so after doing, there's 30 odd windows altogether, but 32 I think, but I did about 15 of them with the indoor kit. And as you can see, the pad after the work is done, it's got a little bit of dirt down around the edges here, a little bit of black, but overall the pad doesn't look all that soiled, because like I said, these windows I do once a month. It's inside office. They really shouldn't be that dirty. But I was really quite happy with the way this did work. I was a little bit concerned about whether or not I could be just moving dust particles and dirt, actual physical debris around the glass, just moving it around from one place to the other. But for the most part, I can say that these windows are just as clean as any other time I've done them using the scrubber and squeegee. Okay, now fast forward a month and a half, whatever, since I did that first video, giving you my idea of the the indoor kit, how I felt about it. I went back to do my monthly clean. Actually, it ended up being 6 weeks because I got so bombarded with residential work. I got a little bit behind on my commercial work, so I went back 6 weeks later. I looked at the interior glass, and other than a few fingerprints around the doors, which is obvious you're going to get over a month and a half's time. Other than that, the windows looked in pristine condition, almost to like the day I left them when I cleaned them with the indoor kit. So it made me very confident that this was an efficient cleaning tool, that I wasn't just kidding myself. And some people have had different opinions on when to use what kind of a pad. I know some people really like the low pile microfiber pad. Like I said in the beginning, it really hugs the glass tight. And there's some things to be aware of. And one of the things is when you're going down the glass, if you go down this way with the pad horizontally like this, because it hugs the glass, you got to be careful, because it's too easy sometimes for that to flip up. And the last thing you want to do is have the back of this scratch the window. What I find is actually better is to hold it this vertically, and you can go up and down that way a lot better. This pad here rides across the glass really smooth, really no hesitation there. It's works pretty good. My only concern about this one is I find that it will pick up loose debris, but it won't really trap it that much within the fibers. So sometimes after cleaning a window, I've noticed that there's a little bit of debris just been moved over from one side to the other. Again, these are in a case where it's pretty dirty windows to begin with. What I usually like to do, and thanks to John Riley for giving me this tip. Even though he didn't have the kit yet, he was suggesting that maybe start off with this and just use this as a nice finishing, polishing off the edges and whatnot. And it works out great that way too. The only time I've ever used the white pad, actually not this one, I think the one that I've been using is a little worn out by now, but I've been using it on the back side of a wire adapter, the Unger multi-link wire adapter, for doing water-fed pole work. And that's another great thing about this this system here. So you pretty much have an idea of how the system works. Some of the pros, some of the cons. Very few cons. Like I said in the beginning, this is great for maintenance clean. Windows that haven't been cleaned in a couple of years, maybe not so much. However, I think one of the greatest ways to use this is the same kind of thinking that we use for water-fed pole work, where we are always thinking about safety. And let's take for instance cleaning a high window that's above a staircase. I know there's sometimes we can't avoid bringing a ladder inside a customer's home, but other times if we can avoid it and we can pull out something like this, and rather than bring a ladder in, maybe bang up the walls or whatever. Yeah, not to mention also the safety of using a ladder and stairs or something like that. Great solution to use something like this. And I'm just gonna kind of leave you with a video of me doing this. I actually did this right this morning. Again, I just noticed this one window, and I asked the customer, I said, do you mind if I grab my camera and just shoot a video of me cleaning this one window here? And she was pretty impressed with the system, and she really appreciated that I chose to be safer in her home, as opposed to just bringing in a clanging ladder and throwing a towel around it, putting it up against the wall, and hopefully I still don't mark up the wall. She was very happy that I took a smart, safe approach, and that's what it's all about. Keeping the customer happy and keeping you safe. Okay, bye for now.